Howdy, welcome to the Say Cheese podcast. I'm your host, comedian, and cheesemonger, Jeff Buck. That's my name. And today sitting I can't talk. Today sitting with me, we have comedian Justin Lain. Justin,
what up, folks? What up?
We were just watching some LSU football versus the Clemson Tigers national championship game. It's still going on.
It is.
It's in the fourth quarter. I'm pretty sure LSU is going to win. This would be a very embarrassing video that I'll release if we lose. Oh, yeah. But the cheese I have today is a celebratory cheese.
Oh yeah,
which is why I picked it.
You don't want to be like the guy who decided to when Truman was running for president. I remember this famous photograph of this guy who's running against had published newspaper that so beats Truman, but he lost, and there's a famous photo of Truman holding up the newspaper, and that guy can never live it down. Yeah. So we I'm not saying you'll be that guy.
I will. But Trevor, whatever his name, the quarterback at Clemson, he's gonna hold up a picture of this podcast.
Oh yeah,
the audio
for everyone else,
whereas LSU's winning the national championship.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be embarrassing. But I think I'm pretty sure LSU, because I'm from Baton Rouge originally, so I'm all about the LSU Tigers football team playing right now. The Saints are out of the playoffs, so I figured I'd be a Packers fan for the rest of the playoffs because they're cheese.
Yeah.
And if cheese wins, we all win.
Yeah, good cheese. You said cheats. I was like,
cheese.
Yeah.
No.
I was like cheese. I was like, I guess they're all cheats in the sense of the game. But no, cheese, they definitely have cheese in it.
Justin, you don't strike me as a sports person.
I like basketball. Like, basketball is where I go to. Football, I will do it. What's required of me. But basketball, really.
When you say do it, you mean play it or watch?
Play it, watch it, talk about it, converse with it. Things of that nature. But basketball is something I'm definitely in. I've been actually. I know it's not. Well, it's debatable, but I've been lately getting into watching some wrestling.
Oh, yeah, wrestling. Because at least then you know it's fake.
Yeah, it's
Sometimes
fake,
you watch football games, you're like, are these refs getting paid?
Right.
At least with wrestling, you're like, it's all staged.
This doctor obviously is getting paid because he was hired to do that. And so
a lot of comedy in wrestling.
Oh, yeah, hardcore. I have a lot of friends who meet up who know wrestlers.
Is there a cheese wrestler?
A cheese wrestler. There has to be. The wrestling I watch is called AEW, All Elite Wrestling. If you don't know what it is,
it's more like aerobic.
Yeah,
Mysterio stuff.
Yeah, kind of like that, but it's really fun, very amazing, more independent, very much. And one of them, they have a wrestler who's supposed to be this British guy named Gentleman Jeeves, and he wears like a mask. I've seen him around the comedy place I used to go to a lot. He will be there for a show, and his mask and everything. Hat and everything. And I want to go up to him, just talk to him, but I'm afraid.
We should get him on and talk about cheese.
I feel like he
Gentleman Jeeves?
Gentleman Jeeves or Greaves.
I'm going to reach out. Gentleman Jeeves, AEW. Yeah. If anyone has connections to him, let me know. That's interesting. We should create a cheese wrestler, like a cheese themed wrestler. Who was the guy? He had like a puppet. Remember that guy back in the day?
Oh yeah, the Humankind.
The Humankind. He had like a puppet. Imagine like a guy similar to him, but he's all cheese related. He's just very stinky, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. And his whole thing is like he'll sit on you.
Oh yeah,
and it just stinks.
Stinks. Maybe. Blue cheese.
Yeah, like a blue cheese stink, or like just very funky.
There was a scene in this Woody Allen film called Sleeper, where in the plot of the film, it doesn't matter, but there's a scene where he's escaping from like a building, and the guards try and get him. There's this big, tall guard, almost corner him, and then he runs into a parking lot of a store, gets a bag from a lady, and you know what he is able to kill the guard with?
Cheese?
Yeah, a stock of blue cheese.
No shit.
No, he just puts it. No, he puts it in his face and holds him in. He's like very violent.
It was a Woody Allen movie.
It was a Woody Allen movie called Sleeper.
It's I'm gonna see if I can pull up that clip and I'll edit it in as you describe.
Yeah, it was very wacky.
That's funny.
It's like when he was.
He's canceled though, right?
Say again.
Woody Allen, we canceled him.
He's been canceled since the '90s. I mean, financially he's doing fine, but. Film-wise, he's not doing good. I'm just saying based on critical reasons. So, he makes the same film. But, yeah, I mean,
This is the most banter I've ever done up top before getting into the podcast.
Oh, word?
But I think that's just because tonight's been like a very, you came over, we were watching the football game. My roommate was here who was, way more into the game than both of us.
Yeah, I was kind of being nice.
We've just been partying, watching the game. And, honestly, this episode on this specific cheese, which I haven't even named yet for the listeners, it is going to be a short one just because... Well, we'll get there, I guess. Justin, where are you originally from? I told you I was from Baton Rouge.
Yeah, I'm originally from Nashville.
Nashville.
And like, yeah, because we know each other from New Orleans.
Yeah, we met each other in New Orleans.
Yeah.
So you moved to Nashville, New Orleans. When did you do that?
I moved to New Orleans like around 12 years old.
12, okay.
And yeah, because my dad's from New Orleans. I have
nice.
family there, still there to this day.
Did you eat a lot of cheese growing up in Nashville or in New Orleans?
More in New Orleans, actually.
Yep.
Like I know like hot chicken is very big nowadays,
In
like
like
Nashville hot
Nashville,
chicken.
yeah.
But now when I was there, it wasn't really. It wasn't
Okay.
like what it is now. Like
Does hot chicken have cheese on it?
Yeah, some places
Oh,
do.
okay.
Yeah, like there's this place.
Oh, like a slice of cheese on top?
Yeah,
I
it's like
see-
cheese.
I can
There's this
get
place
that.
called Dave's Hot Chicken.
Okay.
Where you can request.
get behind that.
It's
That sounds
good.
good.
It's really delicious. I tried it because I like Nashville hot chicken. I
Yeah.
tried it. I was like, let me see how it tastes, and it actually complements it well.
Nice. Huh. Well, maybe in the future we'll have some Nashville hot chicken with some like fancy cheese on top. What
Should
type of
totally.
cheese do you think it normally is on top of it?
They
Just
put
like
American cheese,
yeah,
but
just like
I feel some places are getting creative. Like places don't even
starting to
don't
put
make.
Gruyere and stuff on
Yeah,
it.
like they'll put like sprinkle like some blue
Like blue crumbles.
Yeah, blue crumbles.
Yeah, I feel you.
basically.
Yeah, I bet that could be good. I'll play around with that in the kitchen one day. So you grew up, you didn't really eat too much cheese in Nashville growing up, but you say you did a bit more in New Orleans.
Yeah, like actually, I kind of as a kid kind of not hated cheese, but avoided it because every once in a while my mom got me a hamburger from McDonald's that had cheese on it, and I was literally biting around the corners trying to avoid eating cheese. But I don't know what age it was where I actually understood cheese more. I think probably around 14 or 15 is when I started getting cheese more. I'm like, oh, this is actually really good.
I like that you said understood cheese more. Like as a kid, you're like, I don't get how this is made. I'm not
Yeah,
eating it.
exactly.
And
It
then
was just
finally
like,
someone
fuck this
explained, like,
shit.
okay,
I
I
think
trust
what
it.
yeah.
I'll try it.
I think what it was looking back was the fact of the matter is that the only cheese presented to me was like those American Kraft single cheeses at the store. Like all this now, it's like I was introduced really to what blue cheese or what mozzarella or what Swiss or what Monterey Jack or Colby or any of that shit. Like I really didn't get introduced to that stuff until I was like a teenager, and I was like, oh shit, this is really good. And
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I mean, your palate starts expanding as you grow. I mean, my palate wasn't not until like, especially with like artisanal cheeses, until my job. I was like in my late 20s. Otherwise, I was mostly just like pepper jack and blue cheese ranch dip, whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't really know real cheese, so to speak, So that's really rad. New Orleans has a great cheese shop, St. James Cheese, as you know, I work there. And we know each other from the comedy scene in New Orleans, and now you're out here in LA doing that. I didn't explain that too in depth. You've been doing a lot of shows out here and whatnot.
Yeah, for sure.
How long have you been in LA now for?
I've been in LA for about 3 years now. Yeah,
Nice.
this week counts 3 years.
Do you know of any cheese shops in Los Angeles?
Oh, shit. Dude, I'm trying to think. There is some good one. Actually, no. Okay, this might sound out there, but I really gotta go to this. Boarhead?
Oh, Boar's Head cheese?
Boar's Head cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my cheese to go to.
Oh, you like
So,
Boar's Head cheese? Interesting.
It's just something about like back in Chicago. That shit really saved my life.
Yeah.
And because I remember one time in college, I was like going to this place to do some work, and across the street was a grocery store. And inside it, you could get your own sandwich made. And I just read off the menu one time, and it's like,
You were in Chicago for a bit?
yeah, for college. Went to art school up there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was in Chicago too. I think I know that same Boar's Head little place. You go
Yeah,
in
it's
there,
like this
it's like
treasure. Something like very nice grocery store, very nice people there.
It was
but
in Wickerish area?
yeah, when I Wicker, it was kind of where the Old Town, I think it was
Oh,
called.
yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. That's by the second city.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, I remember. Okay, cool. Sorry, tangent on just comedy in Chicago. Anyways, yeah, but this cheese, I think you're gonna like it more than Boar's Head. I think it's gonna stand out. Have you had like more artisanal cheeses outside of Boar's Head?
My partner, she's like obsessed with
cool.
like cheese boards and stuff.
Oh, nice,
so
nice.
I was like adverse, like I don't want to be too pretentious about cheese now here.
Yeah.
And then she was like, "No, it's really good." And I was like, "All right." And so I think she made it. Well, she had a party. She made it, and I tried some of it. And I was like, "Oh shit, this is really good."
And then you're like, I gotta stay with her.
Yeah, exactly. At that moment, I was like, "Oh,
that's crazy." I joke about that with my partner as well. We like she's lactose intolerant.
Oh man.
So it's like. That sounds so mean to say it's a waste. It's not a waste, but it's like it's like, man, if I was dating anyone else, they'd be like, so there's so much more I could provide for them.
Right.
Look at all this cheese I can give
Exactly.
you.
You can't get
with
really
her.
any of that.
But it keeps it more real that way. It's like, oh, I'm not just giving out cheese, the easiest thing that I can do.
Right.
And so it makes me try a little harder. Shout out to her.
No.
Anyways,
Jess Parker.
but this cheese right here we're going to be talking about is Brie Aux Truffes.
Ooh,
Or Truth, maybe. So, no, it's Brie Aux Truffes. Yeah, anyways. Brie Aux Truffes. I thought I knew for a second for sure, but I'm still unsure. Anyways,
That's all good.
this is, have you had Brie de Meaux before?
Brie de Meaux, yes, I have, actually.
So this is basically Brie de Meaux with truffle inside. We're going to get to that. So it's a pasteurized cow's milk brie from France. As you know, it has to be from France. So you've had Brie de Meaux before, but you haven't had this one.
No, I haven't. I just had a regular one.
So I'll talk a little bit about, this is why this podcast is tricky. It's like, I just got this cheese because LSU's in the championship, and this is like a cheese that you eat with champagne. It's a celebration.
Yeah,
cheese.
I can
and
see
I'm like,
that.
Tonight's gonna be a
wine
celebration.
or something.
So I'm like,
that,
whatever.
yeah.
Justin's coming over. We gotta do the podcast. Let's just eat this and celebrate the possible victory, which is inevitable. I'm sure. I'm sure I'm not wrong. I hope I'm not wrong. I'll just like, if I release this and we lose every time I talk about LSU, I'll just bleep it out. It'll just be a long.
Oh yes,
but anyways, so Brie de Meaux cheese, it is made in France, obviously in the Brie region. Ooh. And it's a designated protected origin cheese, meaning like you can't call a cheese Brie de Meaux unless it's made in the Brie region. And the name comes from the town of Meaux within Brie. And Meaux is spelled M-E-A-U-X, just like how we spell go for tigers, G-A-U-X.
So
Meaux Tigers, Brie de Meaux Tigers, Brie de Go Tigers. Picked it just for that really bad pun. No, I didn't pick it for that.
I felt it. I accept it. I'm going to accept it. I like
You have no choice, Justin.
Yeah, I have no choice, but I accept it.
In my home.
I accept puns.
So the town of Meaux is about a 40-minute drive east of Paris.
Nice.
So have you ever been to France?
I have been to France.
What?
I have 2 times.
No way.
Yeah.
I've never been outside the United States.
Dude.
Yeah,
if you ever get the chance, I hope you do.
This year is the goal. Yeah. It's the goal this year to get out of the States.
Yeah.
So I'm from the swamp, dude.
You got it, man.
I'm surprised I got out of there.
France has some Louisiana qualities to it.
I had to wrestle a gator to get out.
Fuck.
Yeah, you were in New
Yeah,
Orleans. It's like whoever can wrestle the gator and live,
Yeah.
they are allowed to leave Louisiana.
Yeah, they do. And also, you gotta create a trunk, put it. Put it in makeup.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, it's crazy.
Draw some titties on it.
I'm sorry, what?
My experience was different now. Okay.
Oh, you tricked the gator.
I tricked it.
You pulled an old Bugs Bunny on.
Yeah, I pretty much did, and it was like, hey, you're not a female gator in a suit. You're just a man. And I'm like, yeah, you got me. But,
nice. Yeah. Clever. Okay. Well, talking about more of the town Meaux in Brie. There was a famous World War I battle there. Let me look at it. It was called the First Battle of Marne.
Nice.
And it says here, during the First Battle of Marne, the German troops were stopped at the gates of Meaux. This heroic action not only prevented the city from being taken by the Germans, but also changed the course of the war. So it's pretty crazy. And then in 1932, at the place of the battlefield, the people of the United States, I said we, as if I'm like, I guess I am the people of the United States.
Yeah,
but anyways, the U.S., it just made it sound like I did it. I wasn't even alive. We erected a monument for that battle for the fallen French soldiers, and I think the name of that monument is just called the American Monument.
Oh,
that's the literal it's in French, but its literal translation is the American Monument. So it's I just imagine French people like, that is the American Monument. They put it up. Yeah. You're welcome, America.
It kind of seems like narcissistic a bit. Germans.
No, that's cool though. That's a cool little piece of history. So who knows what we might not have Brie cheese if they would have lost that battle, you know?
Sure.
Or Brie.
Yeah, that's true.
You never know what could have happened. Butterfly effect, you know? What else? Other than that, I couldn't really find much else on the town of Meaux. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff there. They got football teams, hockey teams. Seems like a cool little town to live in. I think there was like a Middle Age battle there too, like the Battle of Mo.
Oh, damn. Nice. So it sounds seen it all, basically.
So yeah, people have been throwing down in Mo for a while.
People been damn Mo.
Mo stuff. Mo stuff. You know, Mo better Mo puns out there.
Ah, fuck. Okay. I was gonna say Mo better blues. I was like, hey, and the Mo better place. Ah, fuck. I fucked it up.
So Brie Mo, it's been around for about 400 years.
Right.
It rose to popularity in the 19th century thanks to a statesman, Talleyrand, who introduced it at a diplomat's dinner. And when the diplomats had it, they're like, this is the best cheese ever.
Nice.
So as a result, it's considered many of the finest cheese in Europe, Brie Mo. You know, a lot of people like, there's like all types of different bries, imitation bries out there, but no Brie Mo. Brie Mo is the real deal.
Okay, looks the real.
Yeah. So this with Brie Mo is, it's got truffle inside of it. How does that happen? Well, they take the buttery wheel brie, and they cut it hamburger-wise, right?
Oh, okay.
And they separate it, and then they have like truffle whipped in like mascarpone.
Oh.
And then they layer that and then close it up.
Nice.
And that's that. You can kind of see it here. I'll also show a video for those that are watching this on YouTube.
I want to see this shit.
By the way, if you're listening to this on Spotify, iTunes, you can also watch it on YouTube, so you can look at our pretty faces. But yeah, you see it right here. This is the brie, obviously, on the outside. But you can see that line in the middle of the truffle.
Nice. This is good.
Yeah, man. What do you let's just get into it because we got to watch the end of this game as well. What do you think that this cheese is gonna taste like? Obviously, truffles.
Truffles. I feel it's gonna have just truffles with a hint of debris.
Mm-hmm.
I just imagine.
You think there's gonna be debris?
Debris. Oh yeah.
I don't have any debris in this cheese. More puns. More very bad.
Do it now. But I think it's gonna definitely some truffle mixed in with what Brie is known for.
Yeah.
What the flavor of it is known for. Like I was literally visualizing eating it.
Yeah.
When I saw it, I imagine it's gonna taste like,
of course,
fucking amazing, fucking good and stuff. So
yeah, that's a good expectation. I know you're as eager as me to eat it. We've been staring at it and smelling it for a while. Why don't you go ahead and just describe the cheese while I cut it up?
Well,
can you smell it from there?
Not yet. Yeah, but the cheese.
I'll move it a little closer.
To me, the best way to describe it is like maybe a mixture of butter with a little bit of yogurt.
Not yogurty, buttery texture.
I know it might sound unappealing, but if you see it right here, I don't know if there's a good.
They'll be able to see it. I'll show some.
Did I eat it now or did I wait for?
Just wait.
Yeah, of course. I was gonna say like, wait,
But yeah, go ahead and smell it. Give it the smell.
Ooh, yeah, that's good.
It is. It's very.
Look, this is like that's what I'm right. The butter, it definitely has
Also, truffle butter, man. That's a term in the hip
truffle
hop
butter's in here.
Industry. No, I'm saying that's not what's in here. This is just mascarpone and truffles.
People have gone crazy with truffle.
But do you know what the truffle butter term is? Lil Wayne made popular.
No, what is it?
It's not podcast friendly.
I know.
I'll tell you off air.
Oh, I didn't.
No, I mean it's a real thing. I'm not making a joke.
No. I got what you mean now.
It was like something about eating butt.
Yeah, no,
oh, man, our camera's shaking a lot. I apologize if our camera's shaking. I gotta get a better stand.
Truffle is kind of people. There's this hot sauce place or company I follow on Instagram called Truff. Mm-hmm. And the whole goal of their thing is like they sell you a bottle of hot sauce and truffles, and you pretty much they upload videos of people using their product on anything like pizza, hamburger, breakfast burritos, ice cream.
Why?
Exactly. The ice cream one really kind of fucked with me in a bit. Yeah. I was like looking in comments like anyone else.
So hold on, is hot sauce with truffles in it?
Yeah, no, hot sauce is separate. They send you.
So they send you truffles on the side of the hot sauce.
Exactly.
So what are you supposed to do? Combine them?
So pretty much what you do is first is that if I remember correctly, it's like for him, you look it up. There's a video of someone having a bowl of pasta.
Yeah.
Alfredo pasta. They get it back. They get the truffle. Then they get a little cutter thing. Cut it. Gets it on the pasta.
Yeah.
Then you present the bottle of truff. Open it up and just sprinkle out as many hot sauce as you want and eat it together.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I know, but it looks appealing.
You think hot sauce would be good on this?
Maybe.
You think if we put their hot sauce on this, they'd upload our video?
Yeah.
Didn't you say they upload everyone's videos?
They upload everyone's video. Yeah, so you like use truffle hot sauce bottle and put it on there.
Put it on some cheese or something.
They would definitely hardcore.
I wonder. I don't know if I would put it on this. Let's go ahead and eat it real quick. See what we think. We think of it. I'll bag it up, by the way. The ASMR part. Wow, I was just squishing. It's really truffly.
Yeah. No, I'm tasting it. No.
But it's good.
This is good. Damn.
I used to hate truffles. I hated truffle popcorn.
Why? Oh, yeah.
And then there was like some other truffle thing out there I had that I hated. But then I found, obviously, this cheese. And then there's oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the name. People are going to make fun of me. It's an Italian truffle cheese. Moliterno.
Well,
yeah, it's delicious. And that was the first time I had like truffles that I enjoyed, was when they're in cheese.
Yeah.
I think that's where they belong. Otherwise, it's kind of a gnarly taste.
oh yeah, but have you heard truffle fries?
I haven't had truffle fries.
Truffle fries is really weird. Like when you say truffle popcorn, like yeah, of course, like that doesn't belong there. Popcorn should be it should be either kettle corn or regular buttery popcorn.
Yeah, man, stop putting all that cheese on
yeah.
it. Look, I love cheese, but it doesn't need to be on popcorn.
It doesn't really. Like,
Go ahead and cut you more if you want more.
Yeah, sure.
There's plenty here. This is great, man. This is such a good cheese.
Yeah.
It's Brie Aux truffle mascarpone in the middle. It's great. It's kind of got that mushroomy note to it, a little mushroomy, earthy flavor to it. But it's still milky and it's got very aromy. You can smell the truffles from a distance. Oh, you got cheese all over that handle.
Yeah, sorry.
Also, shout out look at these mugs, beautiful mugs. Oh, this one's chipped. I chipped this one accident.
Oh yeah.
But they're beautiful mugs from DTLA Cheese here in Los Angeles. You can buy them there if you like. Anyhow, yeah. What do you think about it? You liking it?
I love it. Like, where'd you get this from?
DTLA Cheese.
Oh,
that's where I work. I don't know if you even know that, Justin. Justin might not even know where I work.
Oh yeah, it's good. Like, damn, your place is really kicking it, killing it.
We kill it. Every cheese I have on this podcast, I've gotten from them.
Okay.
So we do it well. It's one of those ones where you should probably eat it off mic, but it's too good not to right now. This is for LSU winning. I really hope so. We're about to tune back into the game. Be like 3 minutes left, and I'll be like, well, I got to throw this whole episode away. We lost. Just throw up the cheese. It wasn't a celebration. But no, we had things to do tonight, so we had to start recording early. But yeah, man, this is great. I'm loving it. If you had to rate it on a scale of whatever scale you want to make up, what would you give it?
So out of 5 I'm gonna give it a 9. A 9.
Out of 5
9
give
out
it
of
9
Oh yeah, 9 out of 10
Oh, out of 10.
Yeah, sorry, I should have been clarified.
So
like 9. Exactly. That was like this is
good 9 ums.
This is a combination. Like you combine 2 forms of things people really are warming up to, brie and truffle, and to mix it in together. The way you describe the process, how they like when you describe it to me, is they slice open the brie like a hamburger,
like a burger, and they put the truffle mascarpone in between.
And they put it in there. I was like, oh shit.
Very delicate process.
And it was smart of them. Like the person who came with the idea of doing this really deserves like a trophy of some sort, or an award, or even a statue, even named a holiday after them. Like they really. This is beautiful. Like. I definitely want to try more of this type of cheese in the future. Yeah, man. Like it's really
come by, we will. Maybe I'll have you on for just the regular Brie Aux episode.
Yeah,
we haven't even done that yet. Which is why I'm trying not to talk too much about it, because I want to do the Brie Aux episode.
Right.
It's gonna be a big one.
Yeah, totally. Like I feel like how there's always those wine and cheese parties, wine crackers and cheese parties.
Well, of course,
like This is what they should be having next to the Swiss. Next to
this is the cream of the crop.
Yeah, this is what people need to be having on their boards. This is it. Not
for sure.
This is the feature right here. And stuff. People need to really seriously wake up and try some of this.
Yeah, it's good. You heard it here first, folks. Wake up and try this shit. What do you live in not having truffle in your brie,
Exactly.
Beautiful. I agree, man. It's such a good thing, and it's a expensive celebratory cheese again.
Can I have another one? Or?
Yeah, keep going, man. Cool. This is us.
Thanks.
It's a party now. We usually pair it with some like white wine or champagne, preferably, but we've only got whiskey in the household tonight, and that'll have to do.
Cheesy moments.
That sound you just heard there, Justin, you didn't actually hear it. I edited it in later. That means it's time for the cheesy moments segment of the podcast. You're like, has this cheese been getting to me? I didn't hear any sounds, Joe. It is the cheesy moments section of the podcast where I ask listeners to send in cheesy moments that they might have in their life. Could be negative, positive, funny, sad, whatever. Email them in to saycheesepodcast@gmail.com or just find a way to get them to me. And I usually read them here on the podcast, although I don't have any new submissions right now. Last episode I kind of raffled through a lot of them. Right. That was kind of like a mailbag episode for our first video, so I don't have any now, but I also asked the guests to share a cheesy moment. Justin, do you have any cheesy moments that you could share for us?
Back in Chicago, excuse me, there was this dope sorry again,
that's good, eat it all.
Good.
I picked a really bad time to do this segment.
No, it's fine.
I need you to talk a lot, but I'll wait until you're eating to ask.
Perfect. Finally got it out of my mouth. To my throat. There's this place called Cheesy's Pub.
Oh, Cheesy's. I lived across the street from Cheesy's.
Fuck yeah.
The grilled cheese spot with the arcade.
Yes.
Oh my God, yeah.
Shit.
I lived across. That was on Belmont.
Yes, love
the
that.
Belmont stop. By the way,
Belmont's
shout out to the Belmont stop. Anyone in Chicago, great spot. I lived on the corner.
Oh yeah.
I was above Shakey's. I don't know if you were there when Shakey's was there. The bar.
Which one was Shakey?
It was on the corner. It was like Belmont, and then there's a cross street.
Because I remember
the Target right there.
Oh, it's a Target now.
Yeah. Okay, you were there a while back.
Yeah, because I was there when I don't know. Remember there was
Yeah.
Clark's Diner, which sadly died.
Clark's Diner, yeah.
They
so
closed
it was
that
near,
down. I was like pissed
so
off.
So it was Clark and Belmont. That's okay. So
and then it was like the gay club.
That's what it was. I lived on Clark Street. Yeah, Berlin was the gay club there.
Berlin was
I lived on
club.
Clark Street above Shakey's.
Oh, okay.
Which was I think it was a newer bar. It might not have been there when you were there.
Yeah, it probably wasn't because I had friends.
Or it might have been called something else. I think.
Then there was Giordano's and all that. And everything. But
anyhow, so anyways, Cheesy's for those that don't know.
Cheesy's was so dope, man.
Yeah,
like,
it was.
I remember the first time I had. I'm trying to think. I remember what was the first time I had cheese. I think it was after a show. Went to go see Janelle Monáe with a friend.
Okay.
And we were hungry. And she said, "Oh, let's go to Cheesy's." And I was like, "Okay." And we went inside. I was like so floored by what it was. Like, the cheesiest cheese sandwich, grilled cheese sandwiches you can make. And I'm kind of sad, but they also used to make pizza there. But
they still do.
They still do?
Yeah. When I was there, they did.
Okay, because they took it off the website when I went there.
Well, they have a whole separate side of the building now. That's just pizza. So I think they've expanded probably.
Oh, they must have done new because when I visited Chicago and I asked them, like, "Oh, you guys still do pizza?" They were like, "Oh, no, we stopped doing that." And so they must have brought it back then or something.
Yeah. Maybe. When did you visit?
I visited back in 2015.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's back.
Oh, nice.
I was living there
last
year.
When I visit, I'm gonna definitely go back again. But the thing about it is, like, I remember, like, they had the best pizza. Pizza was so cheesy too. Like, you'll put like some type of butter on there.
Oh, for sure. It was like buttery and cheesy.
Oh yeah, to make it delicious.
It was like too much. But it was great, and it was like they were open till 4 a.m. I think.
Oh yeah, they were
it's great hangover food.
Oh yeah, they were
like
smart. But I remember there was this one thing I would always get. It was called the Tradition Con.
Okay.
Grilled cheese.
Which one was that?
And the basic way to describe it, it would be jalapenos, green peppers, chili, sandwiched between
two cheesy
breads. And they will give you a side of chipotle mayo to dip it in there. And then another side of Cool Ranch to cool your mouth from how hot it was. That shit's fucking.
That was the system.
That was my favorite food to get there back when I was.
I was a sucker for they had a grilled cheese with chicken fingers.
Yo, I remember that one. That one to try. The Napoleon, I think was called.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called, but yeah, I was a sucker for that one.
Yeah, that was good, man.
I'm like still a kid at heart. I'll eat some chicken tenders.
No, not Philly, man. I love chicken tenders too.
For sure.
Man, that was fucking good. I always get that with a side of sweet potato fries.
Shakey's a legendary, man. Shout out to anyone that knows about Shakey's. If you know about Shakey's, you're in a certain club.
No, yeah.
I know what you've done at 3 a.m. before. I brought a buddy of mine. I don't know if you've ever met him in New Orleans.
What's his name?
Noel.
I know.
Brought him. We had a night in Chicago one night, and we ended at Shakey's for food. But right before that, we were at City Bar or something, but they nickname it Shitty Bar. Mm-hmm. It's like the 4 a.m. bar that's on Belmont, one of the only 4 a.m. bars on Belmont.
Of course.
And it's so bad, but we just got obliterated there. And then I dragged him over to Shakey's. Like, you need some food, man. Trust me, you're gonna thank me. We get out of Shakey's, he immediately just like vomited all onto Belmont, like right outside that train station.
Fuck.
And I had to bring it into the house, and that was the only time he's ever thrown up from being drunk. So I took pride in like bringing him out to Chicago and doing it the right. I mean, he's from New Orleans, he drinks, but Chicago drinks on another level as well.
They're different.
They're two different drinking cities.
Like,
Chicago just goes hard and fast, whereas New Orleans is like, we're just going to do this all day and kind of take our time.
Like, you remember Wrigleyville? Like,
yeah, oh, of course.
Wrigleyville was insane. Like, constantly having to walk through there to go to a party or some shit, and everyone's like yelling, screaming against the fights. Like,
it's crazy, man. Yeah, I lived right down. I mean, yeah, like I said, Belmont Clark. I was right down the street from Wrigleyville. I used to love going to Sluggers. They had the batting cage upstairs, or it was like one of those bars. They just had a batting cage upstairs, so you could literally just drink. We're getting on tangents, man. Chicago was fun for a while. I only lived there for a year, and I wish it lasted longer. The place I was, at, but it is what it is. So, anyways, great story, man. Great story. Cheesies.
Cheesies is good, man. Cheesies
they're
is
still
live.
going.
Cheesies is literally the only place, one of the food places, websites of a place I don't live in anymore that I will look up just to see if it's the things I like are still there.
You should come by our shop, DTO Cheese. We have an amazing good grilled cheese. It's not like what Cheesies did. It's not like throwing every ingredient inside of a grilled cheese. But it's artisanal cheese, and it's like, I mean, you could add some bacon or tomatoes, whatever, if you want. But it's so good. Come by.
Because I've been trying to find places that like Cheesies out here, and it's hard.
We're not like Cheesies at all. Definitely not like Cheesies. Cheesies is a whole nother level. That's definitely like end of the night. If you had one too many, you gotta stuff your face with some grilled cheese.
Totally.
Whereas us, we're just more like, just some lunch during your day. It's great though. So awesome, man. Thanks for sharing that cheesy moment and bringing me back down memory lane of cheeses as well.
Of course, man.
If anyone else wants to get their cheesy moments read on the podcast, again, just send them into saycheesepodcast@gmail.com, or maybe put it in the comments section if you want on YouTube. Now that we have one of those, we can point down. I've always wanted to say it. Maybe you know what I'm about to say. Go ahead and say it for me.
I want you to say it.
I feel.
Do
you know what I'm saying?
I think I do,
okay,
but I want to
say
make
it
sure.
with me on the count of three. One, two, three. Hit that smash that like and subscribe button. That's what it was.
No,
fucked it up.
I fucked it up. I was like I know it's be something else, and I was thinking like
smash. It's not
hit that. Oh wait, no reply, no smash, no. Fuck the button, the one that gets you guys to know when new views.
I've never had my own YouTube like channel like this before, so I've never been able to smash that like and subscribe button. But if you guys can please smash that like and subscribe button.
I like how you bring a phrase you used back in 2007 to
that was a thing.
2020.
I heard a joke one time. I don't think it was that good, but it was like, if it was a bit tasteless, but I think it was funny. It was like a estranged son just wishes his dad would hit that like and subscribe button rather than him.
It's good. It's dark. Damn.
Something like that. It was a dark joke. Sorry, it was a little tasty.
No, you should listen to some other comedians. There's this guy, I don't even know him. He's a comedian. He's stand-up. His name is Jamar Neighbors. Have you heard of him?
He's here in LA?
Yeah. No, he's in LA. He's like, he's really funny, but he literally has this whole bit. It's very dark about a guy going to prison. Pretty much.
Does it end in smash?
It's smash. He gets.
I think that's such a funny. Like,
forcefully smashed against his will by another prisoner.
Okay.
And then the prisoner learns later that was his son.
Oh boy!
And he the way he delivers it though was like very dark, but very like okay,
but it's
all right.
Funny?
Yes, it was funny actually.
That wasn't funny the way you just told me.
Exactly. See, that's the problem. I don't have his personality. If he was here right now, he would be able to like.
I believe you.
Do it. Like I'm just giving it as being like I'm not sure I'm capable of.
Yeah,
words
you can make anything funny.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta be good at it. Well, I'll tell you what, Justin. I think that'll wrap it up.
Cool. It's good.
On this episode featuring Brie Aux Truffes. You can probably find it at one of your local cheese shops. Ask for it. Maybe they can get it in. But you can definitely find it at DTLA Cheese. I want to thank them for providing the cheese today. One of the best cheese shops in LA. So there are many others out there. But I'm biased because I work at DTLA. So come on by, say hey to me, come grab some of the cheese, celebrate the Tiger victory.
You guys are killing it out there, DTLA Cheese.
Yeah. And thank you, Justin, for coming on the show. You got anything you want to plug and get out there? Any shows coming up?
I have a show coming up. On 29th, it's called Rebels of Comedy. Dope lineup of people.
Oh, that's right. Rebels of Comedy on the 29th. Where's that at?
It's going to be at the Federal Bar in North Hollywood off of Languishing Boulevard.
You guys should definitely go see Justin. You've been hitting a lot of mics lately, doing a lot of showcases, putting in work, and you've been getting a lot better. So
thanks, man.
Go check him out. We'll get you on our show soon. We have the Say Cheese Showcase. That is an extension of this podcast. It is a stand-up comedy showcase every Tuesday at Grand Central Market. And DCOA Cheese, where I work, they provide free cheese for that show. It is a free show. We have like usually 3-4 booked acts and an open mic to follow. Really good time. It's been killing it. Tomorrow night, we got a hip hop night going. So Manus Dunbar, a friend of mine from Vermont, he's been on the podcast before. He's going to do some songs as well as myself and Jasmine, who works with me. And then the 28th, I think we have Vanessa Gonzalez. She's been on this podcast before. She's on HBO, Comedy Central. Good friend and hilarious stand-up as well. So we got a lot coming for January. February, we've got even more surprises as well, so stay tuned for that. And come out every Tuesday at 7 p.m. at the Grand Central Market. You can find me at Funny as Buck across all platforms. Where can they find you at?
You can find me at none of your damn business. No.
That's right. You just cleaned your
I just cleaned
footprint.
Fucking Facebook. I'm free from Mr. Zuckerberg. Well, I'm 98% free from him. I still have an Instagram. He owns that.
You're like 5%.
Yeah. Like, he still owns that shit. I'm like, fuck. Well, at least it's less intrusive. Well, it's debatable. But I deleted that. I deleted my Twitter. So if you're interested in following me.
You're a man who likes to stay off the grid.
Yeah, that's what I've kind of been known for and stuff. Like, I literally one time, I did an Irish goodbye for the first time at a party. Because also I kind of got too stoned.
That was the first time you did one?
No, I did Irish goodbye.
I was a pro at Irish goodbye.
It's so good because they can't. Your friends are gonna get mad at you.
It's so socially awkward. I'm just like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I just felt like
no one cares.
Yeah, I was really like, I'm kind of too stoned to the point where I'm just too chilled out, and I don't want to really do anything. So I'm just gonna get in this car, this Lyft I just ordered, and get out. And luckily, everyone had their back turned, so no one like said, "Hey, Justin." So like, I was like, that was close. So
are you on Twitter or Instagram? Or
I'm on Instagram. You can follow me at Justin Lain. There's a Justin dash Lain. And
Justin dash Lain.
Yeah.
I had a joke about Irish goodbyes for a while. It was like an Irish goodbye is when you leave a party without telling anybody, and an American goodbye is when you leave a party but first you shoot everyone there. Because we have a problem.
Topical. If you guys weren't aware. I love that. Topical shit.
It's always topical. It'll never not be topical.
Oh, yeah, that's what I told the friends. Like, this shit's never going to end.
Yeah.
We'll get more topics by the expense of people dying.
Yeah, it's like, Jeff, don't you think... I didn't know you were into topical humor. I was like, this isn't topical. This is
everyday life.
Always going on. I don't know, whatever. Unfortunately. Anyways, but yeah, I'll go ahead and wrap it up. Oh, you can find the podcast on Instagram, Twitter, all that, at Say Cheese Pod. We usually do a picture for the Twitter. And I tell you what, I can actually take a picture with our camera here.
Dope.
So let me just get that going real quick. Let's see here. We'll lean in here, and on the count of 3. Let me see if this works. Maybe not. Oh, we'll see. Let's just do it this way because I can grab it still. So on the count of 3, say cheese. 1, 2, 3.